Hey, happy Friday, church. Got back from vacation this past weekend, and it was a good week. Stressful week in some ways. We had some car trouble and that sort of thing. But hey, we made it. We're good, and it was a good week nonetheless. Something that came up though in the midst of vacation. Of course, you know that the Supreme Court had a big decision on Roe versus Wade, and since that decision, man, we've seen all sorts of opinions in the air, and it just got me thinking about something. I'm not going to get into the Supreme Court's decision, but I want to talk about our response to that decision. And in Isaiah chapter 9, Isaiah is talking about this coming Messiah. And he gives this Messiah four names. And one of the names that he gives the Messiah is Prince of Peace. That he shall be called Prince of Peace. And so Jesus is the Prince of Peace. He goes on and he tells us, Jesus, as he does his ministry and he comes towards the end of his ministry, and he's telling his disciples before he leaves, he's praying for his disciples, he's teaching his disciples one last time, and listen to what he says. This is John 14, verse 27. He says, I am leaving you with a gift, peace of mind and heart. So he's the Prince of Peace, and he's telling us that he is leaving us with a gift, peace of mind and heart. And the peace that I give is a gift the world cannot give. So don't be troubled or afraid. So he says, this peace that I give you is something, it's a gift that the world cannot give. So that means the laws that come in and out of the world, they can't give you peace. And it's a gift that, that when I give it, you don't have to be troubled or you don't have to be afraid. And I started thinking about this for two reasons. One is, maybe you're on the side where the Supreme Court's decision is in your favor. And I mean, I understand that, right? If your peace comes from the decision that the Supreme Court made, when Jesus says, that's not the peace that I give you. And on the other side, maybe because of the Supreme Court's decision, you've had a very stressful week or very troubled, and you've played it out online and on Facebook, and you've sent out blasts and you've condemned people. Once again, the same thought there is, well, where's your peace really coming from? Is it coming from the Supreme Court's ruling? Or was your peace taken away because of the Supreme Court's ruling? Jesus says, the peace that I offer you is something that the world cannot give you. And so no matter what happens in our world, whether a ruling comes down that affects our freedom, or a ruling comes down that affects us in a different way, as Christians, as believers, we can have peace knowing that we have a God that is bigger than the laws of this world. And if our peace is coming from the laws of this world, then maybe we need to take a little bit of time and really see if we're trusting in Jesus. Because the peace that he gives is something that the world cannot give. And no matter how crazy and mad this world can get, our peace is not based on this world. It's based in Jesus. And he can give us a peace of mind that goes beyond anything that this world can give or can take away. And so I just want to encourage you with those words. As maybe you've been stressed out this week, or maybe you've been gloating this week. I don't know. Just be encouraged with the Prince of Peace and the gift that he offers in the midst of whatever the world throws at you. I know it may be challenging, and maybe that flusters you a little bit more, but that's what Scripture says. And let's concentrate on the Prince of Peace this Friday. See you Sunday.